So, I have a bit of a confession to make. I have this weird obsession about Pinterest. I can spend hours on it all day long. I have this one board on there where I've saved a whole lot of pictures of clothes that I'd like to make for myself. And so, what better way than to make a picture book? So what I did was I took screenshots and I printed them out. This is just some of the outfits that I would like to make for myself. And this is the first top I chose to recreate. What caught my eye was how they used a long sleeve shirt on the front and put the opening just a bit off center. It's definitely my style, and I dig the shabby chic vibe that's going on. I wanted to make mine as close to the original design as I could, yet giving it my own twist. This project gave me a chance to go through my stash and use up some of my favorite leftovers. But first, I had to find a striped dress shirt for on the front, and I knew just where to find one. I went on eBay and I found this shirt for $9.88. It is a black and red and white striped shirt. So, got the mail today. My shirt from eBay. Let's see. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, it's gray. Wow, this is really nice. And I can use this for the front of the top. I'm also going to use this pattern kind of as a base. I like the way it is shaped. So here you can see my modified pieces. This is the front and this is the back. Now I'm going to go put this together and see how it fits on me and go from there. So far I like the length, but I think it still has too much flare in it. So I think if I take it in like this, all the way down, that's going to be as much flare as I need. So I like the way this fits much better up here. Now obviously, piecing pieces together, I'm just trying to get the overall shape of what I want. And I think this is enough flare here that when the fabric actually hangs on me, it will be nice. So now I'm going to take the sides apart and use this to lay all my fabrics on. I started by laying out the three main front pieces to fit inside my pattern. I'm using leftover jeans on the sides, like the original, and lots of different colors and textures for the bottom pieces. One thing that I love about a project like this is that you can get really creative with whatever you have left over in your stash, and it doesn't take very much fabric at all to create this. What's even better is that I'm going to use a zigzag stitch to sew the whole thing together. That way I don't have to serge off any of my edges except for the hem. Next, it was time to cut out all the squares for across the front. I think the hardest part about making this whole garment was trying to decide what square to put where. Once I got them all pinned into place, I could now see how this was going to hang on me. I was very happy with the length and how it would hang and where I had placed all my colors. On the back, I have a black pinstripe, similar to the original, and a gold print I think I found at Walmart. The black is a stretchy wool and the white with burgundy roses is a jeans fabric. And same as the front, I'm using a zigzag stitch to sew it together. For my straps, I decided to use some leftover white jeans to make a pair of overall straps, and I'm using an old pair as a pattern. I just took the straps apart, pressed them flat so I could cut out the new pair. I turned under the sides twice and added the double rows of stitching that most jeans have. I added back the old hardware to the new straps so they will function just like a pair of overall straps do. And there you have it. Nice, white, crisp overall straps that are now ready to sew onto the back, soon as I hem the top edge. But before I can sew on my straps, I need to sew the front and back together at the sides. Since I followed the size of my pattern very closely, I don't need to do a test fitting before I sew them together. To sew the last side together, I turn the top inside out. This helps so that no fabrics get caught underneath when you're sewing inside of the circle. Finally, I can add on my straps. I love how the white jeans really set off all the colors. I'm using a jeans rivet style button for on the front for my buckles to attach to. Now that's all done. That looks pretty good. And what's nice is these buckles and the straps sit right here at the top edge so that my bra should pretty much hide underneath of it. And there you go. All of this part is all done. All that's left is to try it on, see how this fits, finish up the hem, and then it should be good to go. And voila, my top is all finished. I love the way this turned out with the 2 jean pockets I added to the front. Here you can see all the zigzag stitching, and I like the extra fray that's on the edges of the pieces. And as I mentioned earlier, the only place I needed to serge was the bottom edge, and I used a burgundy thread to sew a 1/2 inch hem. And now it's on to the photo shoot. And there you have it, all done. My very first Pinterest-inspired recreation project. It's all complete, and I really like the way this came out. Now, all the fabrics that I used in this garment, I had hiding away in my stash, except for the front panel. This was from the sleeve of a man's shirt that I bought off of eBay. It really says me all over. This was the original. And now I have my very own creation. And I had a lot of fun playing around with how this all ended up. And now it's on to the next project. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recreation project, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because there are definitely more projects on the way.